The uncertain future of Russia's economy, a closer look. For nearly 2 decades, Russia had been steadily recovering from the economic challenges it faced after the end of the Cold War. However, recent events, particularly Russia's invasion of Ukraine, have thrown the country's economy into turmoil. In the next few minutes, we will explore the consequences of Russia's actions and the potential long-term impact on its economy. The impact of sanctions. Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022 was not a sudden decision, but rather a culmination of years of preparation. Since facing international sanctions in 2014 over its annexation of Crimea, Russia had been building up a substantial war chest of over $600 billion. The goal was to soften the blow to its economy from potential sanctions resulting from further military aggression. However, overnight, Russia lost access to half of that money due to some of the toughest sanctions ever imposed on a country. Russia's desperate measures. With limited access to their foreign reserves, Russia had to take extreme measures to protect its economy. The stock market was closed for weeks to prevent investors from withdrawing their funds. Interest rates were raised significantly to stabilize the value of the ruble. Despite these efforts, prices continued to rise, exacerbating the economic challenges. Dependence on oil and gas. Even before the invasion of Ukraine, Russia's economy was vulnerable due to its heavy reliance on oil and gas. Approximately 40% of the country's revenue comes from these resources, while natural resources, including minerals, account for 60% of its economy. This lack of diversification makes Russia susceptible to fluctuations in oil prices and vulnerable to economic pressure from other countries. Obstacles to clean energy. Russia has actively worked to discourage Western countries from focusing on clean energy initiatives. It has supported politicians in the West who oppose green energy projects and has sought to make Western nations reliant on Russian energy. For example, Germany, which heavily relies on Russian energy, has been cautious in its response to the Ukraine crisis, not wanting to upset Russia. Putin's economic control. Over the past 2 decades, Russian President Vladimir Putin has exerted significant control over the country's economy. He has pursued policies aimed at consolidating power and making the economy resemble that of the old Soviet Union. Putin's actions, such as taking control of Russia's largest oil company, Yukos, have sent a clear message to business leaders: comply with his rules or risk losing everything. Foreign business exodus. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has led to a mass exodus of foreign businesses from the country. Major brands, including Nestle, British American Tobacco, and Philip Morris, have either suspended sales or completely withdrawn from the Russian market. This withdrawal of foreign investment has resulted in job losses and a significant drop in sales. Government intervention and nationalization. To limit the impact of foreign businesses leaving Russia, the Kremlin has nationalized many of these companies. For example, McDonald's stores are set to be taken over by a new state-owned restaurant chain. However, this approach may not be sustainable, as Russia lacks the financial resources to support these businesses without foreign investment. Uncertain future. Russia's economic future looks bleak unless significant changes are made. The country's heavy dependence on its energy sector, which is now being targeted by the West, poses a significant threat to its economy. If the West completely bans Russian energy, Russia's economy could shrink by more than 20%. Additionally, the exodus of talented individuals from the country and concerns over intellectual property rights further hinder Russia's ability to compete globally. Conclusion. Russia's economy is facing significant challenges due to its invasion of Ukraine and subsequent international sanctions. The country's heavy reliance on oil and gas, lack of economic diversification, and government control over businesses have further compounded these issues. The exodus of foreign businesses and talented individuals, along with concerns over intellectual property rights, further threaten Russia's economic future. Unless significant changes are made, Russia may find itself isolated and struggling to compete on the global stage.
As always, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel, All Things Money, to see more content like this.